Ah, Taris. Did you know you've just landed on the biggest graveyard in the galaxy? There's not much to enjoy here, besides skeletons, ruins, and man-eating creatures.
It's the perfect romantic getaway, sweetheart.
Don't flatter yourself, flyboy. And for the record, I prefer my cities intact. Taris was the Coruscant of the Outer Rim, until some lunatic leveled it centuries ago. Now it's a toxic swamp. We're here for an astrogation chart that was in a vault when Taris fell. That vault's somewhere in these ruins.
What do we need with some musty old astrogation chart?
I worry about the why, and you take care of the how. That's our deal, remember? Our lost vault was designed to be recovered after a major catastrophe. All we need are the right sensors to locate it. The catch is, the only person I know with access to those sensors is someone who hates me.
I smell a good story.
Let's just say she and I have a history, which I might tell you about when I know you better. I made our contact an irresistible offer. One of the deal's terms is that she doesn't have to see me. I need you to get that vault's location, Captain. Impress the stars out of her.
People always tell me how impressive I am.
That must be a terrible burden for you. I should also warn you. Skavik knows about the vault. We can't let him catch up.
I'm curious how you know what Skavik's up to.
He wasted a lot of breath trying to impress me into his bunk. It never worked, but I learned a lot about his plans. The astrogation chart in that vault is essential to finding Nocdrane's riches, Captain. Your contact name is Beryl Thorne. When Beryl gives you the vault's location, come back and see me. Oh, and try not to let anything eat you.
This is my third request that's been ignored. You've left the entire compound exposed to attack.
We're at war for your crown. I haven't got time to see to it.
My lady, this must be the Sith we've been expecting. I can feel his power.
Welcome, Sith. I'm sorry for the chaos. Alderaan is on the brink of civil war, but House Thule owes the Empire so much.
I am honored.
How gracious. If not for the Empire, House Thule, I would not be on Alderaan today. But our history can hardly be of interest to you. Darth Zash mentioned you're after a certain artifact. Am I correct?
You've heard correctly.
Excellent. Then I should be able to help you quite a bit. Allow me to introduce Ertel Morin. He's my personal Sith guard. He did some preliminary investigation after Darth Zash called.
It is an honor. I've heard many things about Lord Zash's apprentice. I began my research on a Hunch House Organa close to ties with the Jedi. We captured and chatted with a Chamberlain of House Organa.
He confirmed that Organa holds the artifact, and that it is kept in their private vault in the Elysium.
How dare you torture someone without me?
Apologies. I will be sure to bring you in on the fun next time.
Unfortunately, the Elysium is sealed tight, and the key is held by Nomar Organa, a powerful, revered, and insufferable Jedi Master. You are the only Sith on Alderaan who even stands a chance of defeating Nomar. We must bring him here.
Nomar Organa has a reputation for strength and power, but above all, for his principles. He is, by all accounts, the perfect Jedi, but everyone has weaknesses. Isn't that right?
Everyone has weaknesses, but especially Jedi.
I suggest you start in the library of House Alder. They are devoted keepers of Alderaan's history. Personal connections, I think, would be most useful. Siblings he was particularly close to, childhood friends. But be careful. House Alde is a close ally of Organa. They're likely to attack anyone from Thule on sight.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Sith.
And this weight, NO, I've got 7 bioscans left. Patrols report a 50% increase in blaster malfunctions.
Okay, set up a meeting with the staff sergeant. And blast it, tell me when guests are here.
Acknowledged.
Science Commander Kekana Herot, Regional Supervisor for the House Organa Garrison. Glad you made it.
Science Commander, how's House Organa doing?
You've got no idea, believe me. Heard reports about a new Jedi planetside. Could use some more Republic support here. This area used to be a staging point against House Ulgo. Usurper General calls himself King of Alderaan, but Ulgo outplayed us.
You said the Ulgo leader calls himself king?
King Boris Ulgo. He's held off Organa and Thule on his own. Military power and dirty tricks. Alderaan has a native species called the Killiks. Insects. Hive mind, semi-intelligent. House Ulgo turned them against us. The bugs swarm, rip apart walkers, whole battalions.
When you say insects, just how insectoid are we talking about?
Ever meet a Geonosian? Like that, but more leg. I was drafted as science commander to find the Killiks' weakness, but I need a task force to get inside enemy territory. If you can capture a living specimen, I can learn how Ulgo makes the nests attack, and stop all this at once.
Facing danger is what I do best. I'll handle it.
Killiks can absorb prisoners into their hive mind. The victims are called joiners. You'd need to assault Killik territory, subdue a joiner under fire, and bring him here for interrogation. This tranquilizer will keep him docile.
Assuming I can capture a joiner, is that all?
Hey, we're losing this fight. If we don't solve the Killik problem soon, this place will be overrun. You're our best hope, and there'll be no second chance.
Hey, what took you so long?
They said you were dead. Thank the Force you're alive.
The Force and my lightsaber. Needed both this time.
You've looked better, Master. Sure you're all right?
I've looked worse, Kira. I'll be fine. Blasted Sith almost killed me. It was all I could do to save Dr. Parvix.
The enemy left us here as food for the Killiks.
Taking down that Killik leader must have been quite a fight. Thing was huge.
Master, I don't know what you're talking about.
The giant Killik, leading these others. You didn't see it? If that thing eats us, you're fired. You all right, Doctor?
Don't worry about me. The Death Mark is in enemy hands. You must warn Count Alda.
The Count was just killed by the Death Mark.
The targeting device was taken to Organa Palace.
Have you met a woman calling herself Elena Hark?
She was with me when Count Alda died. She sent me here.
Must have thought the Killix would get rid of you for her. Elena's a spy. She helped the Sith steal the Death Mark, and now she's targeting people with it.
She could have marked dozens of people by now. The weapon's laser can kill them at any time, anywhere.
Not if we cut its power. The laser's still tied into the local energy grid, right?
Several power stations supply the laser. Deactivating them would take the laser offline, at least temporarily.
Isn't there a central computer controlling the laser? Can't we just shut it down from here?
The Sith took everything with him. We'll have to do this the hard way. I'll get Dr. Parvix to safety. You deactivate the laser's power stations.
I have coordinates to every station. Deactivate them in the order I've described. Don't leave even one functional.
We'll head to the closest Republic-friendly camp. Meet us there. May the Force be with you.
I'm Agent Saganti with the Republic Customs Office. What brings you to my planet, Captain?
Last time I checked, Terrace was Republic territory.
When you have as many responsibilities as I do, you develop a sense of ownership about a planet. The Republic Customs Office monitors all starship traffic and ensures no illegal goods are transported on or off this planet. There's a lot of contraband making its way around Taurus. If you see anything suspicious, I suggest you report it immediately.
Is there a reward for information?
I pay for any lead that results in an arrest. An honest person could make a lot of money. I take a special interest in every new arrival to my planet, Captain. Keep your nose clean and we won't have any trouble. Clear?
Do you give this speech to everyone?
Just the ones I think need to hear it. Enjoy your visit to Taurus.
Argo, you're leaking oil again. You want to set this whole warehouse on fire?
The Maker said it is better to burn out than rust away. Perhaps I'm testing that wisdom, Mistress.
I'm looking for Beryl Thorne.
That's me. Argo's what passes for my second-in-command. I recognize you from Risha's holo. Let's get one thing straight. The only reason I agreed to help is because my contract supplying the Terrace Reclamation Project is at risk. Looked like easy credits. Turns out Terrace is anything but easy. There are lots of interesting ways to die.
The galaxy can throw whatever it wants at me. I can take it.
If I don't finish my contract, I don't get paid. Tyrell, my partner, died on a supply run. Put me in a real bind. I'll find that vault, but I have to finish my contract to do it. You work for me, and I'll work for you. Deal?
I wasn't aware this was a negotiation.
You can always wander around and hope you bump into the vault by accident. I only have 2 deliveries left. Soon as you handle them both, we'll find your vault. The first job's for a Republic scientist named Vernon. He's got a research camp in Rakghoul territory.
What exactly am I delivering?
Some kind of sensor equipment, don't know what it's for. I'll start working on your job while you handle mine. Isn't cooperation grand?
Hello again, Captain. I didn't know you and Thorne were acquainted.
Agent Saganti, what a lovely surprise. It's only been a day since your last inspection. Don't you Republic Customs boys have better things to do than turn my warehouse upside down again?
I can inspect this warehouse whenever I want. It's the law.
Take Dr. Vernon's delivery, Captain. There's no reason for you to stick around.
What kind of man would I be if I left you alone with this guy?
A smart man. I can take care of myself. But thanks. Poke around the warehouse all you want, Agent. You won't find anything out of order.
What did I just step in, Thorne?
My apologies, sir. I believe that is my hydraulic fluid.
Be reasonable, Duke. Your calls for peace are misguided, unnecessary. Lord Nefarad wants what's best for House Thule. Unconditional victory.
And all he asks is that I betray Organa. Who the skies are you?
Get out of my way. I need to kill that assassin next to you.
Assassin? What are you talking about?
Ignore him. He's trying to confuse you. Be warned, I am prepared to kill you. Lord Nefarad trained me to fight a Jedi.
What about 2 Jedi?
Guards, defend the Duke.
If you must kill me, at least tell me why.
The Jedi isn't here for you, fool. Not that it matters. No one will escape Lord Nefarad's purge. You're both dead, just like everyone scrabbling for peace. As the last person marked Jedi, you'll be the first to fall.
Why wasn't I a target after our first meeting, with Count Alda?
I assumed the Killiks would eat you. A mistake I've now corrected. If you're hoping to remove that mark on you, don't. I've just rendered the targeting device non-functional.
Then we've heard enough from you. Blasted woman has doomed us both. Unless we work together.
You have my full cooperation, Duke.
I knew it would be wise to keep tabs on that Sith. Disgusting little men like him are always up to something. He's using a mountain bunker as a base. I'll give you the coordinates. Kill him if you can.
All I need to destroy is the Deathmark technology.
I'm leaving for the spaceport. I'll try to outrun the Deathmark in case you fail. But first, this traitor dies.
If you want peace on Alderaan, you must realize, death isn't justice.
I'll put her in a detention cell until she can be tried and executed. Go, stop Nefarad, for both our sakes.
Master Orgus, the Deathmark device is destroyed, but I was scanned by it. Darth Angrel's apprentice is targeting me. I'm on my way to his stronghold. Where are you?
Too far to help. I misled you back at the camp. I haven't been searching for the apprentice. I've been hunting Darth Angrel, and I just found his cruiser.
We should alert the fleet. They'll destroy him.
Won't be that easy. The cruiser's at the edge of the system, outside the reach of planetary sensors. It's about to jump for hyperspace. This may be our only shot at stopping him. I'm boarding that cruiser. Just wanted someone to know. In case.
Maybe I can find a way to avoid the Deathmark and join you out there.
From what you've told me, neither of us has much time. This is how it has to be. Stop Angrel's apprentice. Save Alderaan. May the Force be with you. Orgus out.
You'll be pleased to know I remain the most advanced steward droid in the galaxy.
I love Nar Shaddaa. This is the place you get everything you never knew you wanted. The only laws are the ones people make with bribes or blasters. It's good to be home again.
Maybe you can show me the sights, gorgeous.
Nice try, but we're here on business, not pleasure. There's a Hutt here named Druga who has a prototype starship engine. We need it to find Nokdrayan's fortune. Druga and I made a deal. He'll trade the starship engine for that caged beast.
How can that slobbering creature be worth a ship engine?
It's the last male Shanjaru in the galaxy. The species is pretty much extinct. That makes it valuable. Druga's hosting a giant moving party on his pleasure barge. It stops periodically at different locations. Right now, it's on the promenade. I sent Druga several messages, but he never replied. You'll have to make contact the old-fashioned way.
I'll teach that Hutt a lesson in manners.
Rich people can afford to be rude, and Druga's as rich as they come. Before you go, one more thing. I know there's a price on your head from Rogan the Butcher over some business on Ord Mantell. Word on the HoloNet is, Rogan's personal bounty hunter is here on Nar Shaddaa. His name's Zank Helrot. Watch out for him.
You think Zank is here for me?
It may only be a coincidence, but better safe than sorry. The sooner we finish our business with Druga, the sooner we can be someplace Zank Helrot isn't. Have fun at the party.
Well, well. The Jedi who killed Tarnis back on Coruscant. I'd rather if you didn't shut down my laser's power stations. I need them. I have so many targets waiting to be vaporized. Who's next? The farm girl or the old colonel?
Even Sith don't murder random people.
You're missing the point. Imagine the terror spreading among Alderaan's people as death rains upon them. Oh dear. I'm afraid the farm girl didn't make it. I wonder how long the old colonel will survive. I can kill anyone I like, and there's nothing you can do about it. Have a lovely day.
You're fine.
Determined to spoil my fun, aren't you? Now I have to set up new power stations where you can't reach. At most, you've bought yourself a few hours. Proud of yourself?
We know about your spy. We'll capture Elena and the Deathmark targeting device.
Well, I suggest you hurry. Tick, tick, tick.
I deactivated the laser's power stations, but Darth Angrel's apprentice contacted me. Dozens of innocent people are targets of the Deathmark.
We need to end this before he brings that laser back online. This is Win Organa, chief negotiator of the peace talks to end this war.
Elena Hawk had free run of Organa Palace. Everyone there could be a target, including me.
Every person who's been targeted needs to leave this planet.
If we abandon Alderaan, all hope for peace is lost.
There's more bad news. Elena fled Organa Palace after you left.
However, my spies report a woman matching her description entered House Thul's compound.
House Thul? They support the Empire.
Yes, but Duke Thul openly advocates the peace process. I thought he was sincere.
What if the Sith want to silence him?
Can we send a message to Duke Thul? Let him know of the danger.
We'd have to use formal diplomatic channels. There's no guarantee he'd receive our warning, much less believe it. If Duke Thule is killed by a Republic secret weapon, the peace process will never recover.
Hate to say it, but our best bet is to storm in there and stop Elena.
Won't violence damage the peace process even worse?
I suspect the Duke will forgive us when we save his life. You're in charge of recovering the death mark from House Thule. I have my own mission. There's only a few places Engel's apprentice could be operating from. We need to narrow down that list of candidates.
I'll come with you, then we'll go to House Thule.
Our destiny's part here, my friend. I'll contact you when I've found our enemy.
I hope to hear from both of you when this threat is ended.
Head for House Thule. May the Force be with you.